Yo, what is up, Ninja? OG over here from Player Essence, and welcome to another PE Nintendo Switch and gaming news video. Ninja, there is a ton of information to go over. A lot of great stuff has happened in the past day or two, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. Reginator, Reggie Fils-Aimé discusses Zelda, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and Mario Odyssey being bought by over 50% of Nintendo Switch owners, and Splatoon 2, 1 in every 4 Switch owners are purchasing that as well. We recently found out that the Nintendo Switch hit 10 million units worldwide, so let's go ahead and get right into this article. Shoutouts to Nintendo, everything for it. So, Nintendo of America President and COO Reggie Fils-Aimé shared some more information about the Nintendo Switch's success in an interview with Variety. First, Reggie revealed that 3 games have recently been bought by more than 50% of Nintendo Switch owners. Those games included are The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Super Mario Odyssey, and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Meanwhile, Splatoon 2, the really cool splat-down shooter, has been purchased by nearly 1 in 4 Nintendo Switch owners, so 25%. Really cool there. Here was what Reggie had to say on the matter. Quote, "Typically, if you have a title where 1 out of 5 owners have bought the game, that's strong. That helps drive sell-through of the console." Reggie also told Variety that a key reason for the Nintendo Switch's success is due to the system's hybrid nature, and I absolutely agree with that. So here's what he had to say on the matter. Quote, "It's a powerful idea for a gamer to never have to leave their game experience behind. That's been a cornerstone of our strong performance to date. The original Wii, which launched back in 2006, sold more than 100 million units and remains the company's best-selling console to date, with an asterisk, I might add." And Reggie Fils-Aimé said that it's possible that the Nintendo Switch will top the first year of sales for the Wii if momentum remains strong through the holiday shopping season. And absolutely, they can definitely do so. And the biggest reason why the Nintendo Switch can top the Wii's first year sales is Japan. That's the biggest reason why, because while the Wii was a huge hit as far as worldwide in North America and in Europe, believe it or not, Japan was not the biggest on the Wii. That sold around, I think, 12 million units or so lifetime to date in Japan. So that's not too great. The Nintendo 3DS has blown the Wii out of the water in terms of sales in just Japan, and the Nintendo Switch is selling much more like the 3DS or DS type of area when it comes to unit sales. So I think that Nintendo can definitely beat the first year sales and actually top, as far as just the Switch in general, can top the Wii if they continue this momentum, continue bringing all of the games. This is Nintendo's most focused console ever when it comes to content. They're getting everything from almost all of their partners, so it's really good to see. And just talking about The Legend of Zelda, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, all these titles have helped drive console sales, and that's exactly what Nintendo wanted to do. They wanted to make sure that they had enough big-hitting first-party titles to drive the momentum of the hardware in order to entice third-party developers to hop on. That was exactly their idea as far as what they wanted to do. We had a lot of people saying, "Oh, well, where's this, this, and this?" And I was trying to let people know, like, yo, man, it's going to take a little bit of time because people are wary. People are skeptical after the Wii U. Nintendo needs to make sure that they have first party to drive home the point. And now that the Nintendo Switch is at 10 million units sold worldwide plus, you're going to see a lot more announcements, but I'll definitely be talking about that in a separate video. So what do you guys think about what Nintendo of America President and COO Reggie Fils-Aimé had to say when it comes to the sales of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Splatoon 2, all of that, Mario Odyssey, 5 million units each for those games for Mario and Zelda, 5 million units each, and some people were trying to say that it wasn't a good idea for Nintendo to re-release Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, you know, or release Mario Kart 8, I should say, in the Deluxe package, and that would have been a horrible decision not to do that. Nintendo was super smart in order to get that game out early, and look at the dividends of this. It sold over 5 million units. On Wii U, that game sold around 8 million units or so, so Nintendo has already captured more than 50% of those sales, which is extremely good, and they're probably going to beat that by next year. So what do you guys think about these great sales for Nintendo's first party, in addition to what Reggie Fils-Aimé had to say about the hybrid nature of the system being the cornerstone, which I couldn't agree more. You guys know how I like to play the Nintendo Switch pretty much anywhere in my house. The hybrid nature is almost a must for me. So what do you guys think about all of that? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, and moving into the next article here, the Nintendo Switch sells over 55,000 units in South Korea in its first 3 days. So a very successful launch for Nintendo Nintendo's brand new hybrid system. So recently, Nintendo reported that the Nintendo Switch sold 10 million units like we discussed already, but we also have specific data for South Korea. So in just 3 days, the Nintendo Switch has sold more than 55,000 units. The system launched on December 1st with an all-star lineup of games from Super Mario Odyssey to Xenoblade Chronicles. I mean, there was so much good stuff. Skyrim, that South Korean launch was amazing, and the Nintendo Switch managed to surpass the launch week of the DS, 3DS, and Wii in terms of South Korea. Additionally, it has already outperformed the launch months of each of those systems. So fantastic Nintendo was able to launch the Nintendo Switch in South Korea with such fanfare, because that's what you needed to do. South Korea, it's not the biggest market for gaming when it comes to Nintendo dedicated devices, but I think there's a couple things that are really appealing when it comes to it. You have the portable nature of the console. That's the biggest thing, the portable nature of the console, and then you have the amazing launch lineup that they did have in South Korea. I did a video on that launch lineup. If you want to know more about what they launched with as far as the full lineup, just check out that video. I thought it was really cool just to see what South Korean gamers are going to be able to launch with, and I think patience is virtue when it comes to that, because patience is virtue, because they did get an amazing launch lineup that did include some of the biggest games. And they didn't get Zelda, but they're getting that early next year. I think they're getting Zelda at some point next year, but still, getting Super Mario Odyssey and Xenoblade Chronicles 2, that's enough. I'd take that. I would definitely take that. So it's pretty cool to see Nintendo have this success, and the momentum can just continue, because stuff like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Legend of Zelda will be launching in December later, and then next year, so they are going to have more games coming out. So it's amazing to see Nintendo have this success, and to beat out some of the systems like the DS, the 3DS, and the Wii. Yo, shout outs there. Nintendo has a huge hit on their hands, and I think they finally have something in terms of gimmick, if you're going to call it that, whatever you want to call it. The portable nature, that is lifestyle change. It's not even necessarily a gimmick, more than lifestyle change, like a cell phone or like a tablet. It's something that people have somewhat had, but not had to this degree and the type of quality that you're getting. We've had portable systems before, but nothing at the manufacturer level that is this affordable, in addition to this high quality of games as far as what you can play on the go or on the big screen. We've never had that before, so it's really cool to see Nintendo have this type of success. So what do you guys think about the Nintendo Switch selling over 55,000 units in South Korea by itself for the launch? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, and moving into the last article here, Nintendo intends to ship more Nintendo Switch units to Japan than ever before this month in December. So finding the Nintendo Switch in Japan has been somewhat hard. It's not been an easy process. You have these silly lottery lines and all this stuff, and it's just really hard to see one in Japan. However, Nintendo is hoping to further improve the situation. The company stated today that it intends to, quote, to ship more units than ever before so that even more consumers can purchase and enjoy Nintendo Switch. Now, we have Media Create data incoming today at some point, so look forward to that, and that'll give us the latest look as far as if Nintendo was able to implement those shipments with this current Media Create week, or it was actually for last week. So we'll see if that happens there. So overall, I think it's really important that Nintendo does get those shipments to Japan. We have been seeing that the shipments have been getting better though. Even before this statement here, we've been seeing sales upward of 100,000 units in Japan. That is by far the highest selling system there. It's beating 3DS, it's beating PS4, it's beating PS Vita. A lot of times it actually beats all of those combined recently. So we should see better sales when it comes to Nintendo in Japan with the Nintendo Switch, and better shipments. If they ship more units than ever before, the best that they've probably sold would be like in the 500,000 range for the month, which was probably the March launch month. They sold that much and pretty much had the stock to do so. So I'm guessing that they're going to sell at least a minimum of 600 to 700,000 Nintendo Switches in Japan for this month. That would be the minimum that I would say. It could go further than that depending on what stock Nintendo has. But either way, as a consumer and as someone who wants to see the install base grow in order to get better support, I definitely want Nintendo to make sure that they get those units to Japan. It's very important, especially for all the different Japanese developers that are pretty much pushing that panic button, making sure to support the Nintendo Switch after the amazing sales. 10 million units worldwide. That is so good for launching in a non-traditional type of way when it came out back in March, and it still had its first holiday in front of it. So definitely good sales are ahead of the system, and Nintendo is committed to making sure that they get more units out there. So what do you guys think about Nintendo as far as the commitment to get more units in Japan, the sales so far in South Korea, in addition to the massive sales of Mario and Zelda and all that? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We've got Facebook, we've got Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps us spread the content of Player Essence across the interwebs in addition to YouTube. Also make sure you check out our Patreon and YouTube live gaming page and consider supporting Player Essence. When you do so, it gets you access to all sorts of cool benefits, perks, and rewards via sponsorship. So check out the links in the description below and consider supporting Player Essence right here on YouTube. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to Player Essence for the latest RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you Ninja for the next video. Peace.